We're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to that, man. We got a success story that just walked in the room right now.
Yes!
We got energy manifested in the form of a man just walked up in the room right now, man. Everything the music business. When I first started learning about the music business, some of the first people I learned about were people like Isaac Hayes, people like Smokey Robinson, people like Berry Gordy. You know, these were people who were music lovers before it became a business, and everything about it back then when Berry Gordy set up Hitsville and all these early platforms that he had, people went through, we talk about this a lot, they went through a process. You know, songwriters had to practice their songwriting. You know, musicians had to practice their musicianship. Singers had to practice their vocals.
Right.
You know, dancers had to practice their choreography. And so when you see certain artists over the years that stand out, people like a Rick James or somebody like a Prince, a person who encompasses all of those elements into one being, you really got to take your hats off to those type of people. People who have been able to create since the early 2000s, if you will, and just been walking a path of greatness, in my opinion. My partner King Tech and I have always thought that this man was truly talented. Brought to our attention by another man who's truly talented, somebody I consider a brother. One of the most important people I know in the music business has been sustaining his prowess over the years. And he's always stayed under the radar, but he's helped a lot of people either attach them to successful people who became successes. He helped discover a lot of people. He got golden ears, and in 2018, he's still at it. And the two of them together, man, they make up a dynamic duo. They got their own company now. They got their own record label now. They putting out artists. They've been carving their path. They got the whole industry shook up right now, trying to do what it is they're doing. Please welcome my man Anderson Paak is here.
Yes, Lord.
And Adrian Miller, a.k.a. A-Love, is here.
Hey, King.
My nigga, he just took his do-rag off. My nigga just,
Damn, look at his waist,
drip.
man. My
My
God.
nigga just took it off because he's walking up.
Yeah, A-Love is, you know, he ain't gonna talk much. He mad because I put him on the mic, but I had to because these dudes are like family to me, and when I see family win, man, I want to celebrate it.
Right.
So I'm gonna sound off on it. And today, man, we had a chance to world premiere Anderson Paak's new video, Bubblin, on TRL. How you doing, Anderson? How you doing?
Bro.
You really
I feel
rocking
good.
right now. What's up,
I feel
man?
good. I'm in New York. It's good. I brought the good weather with me. Came through like a storm in this motherfucker.
You know what I mean? It was raining when you landed, right?
Exactly. Had to shake things up.
And the sun is out?
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. I love being out here. So it's infectious energy.
Right.
All y'all be complaining too. I don't want to live here.
Yeah.
I'll be like, cool, I'll take it.
You take the energy?
How much for the apple? Yes, I'll take it.
You take it, bite that apple, man.
From the West. So,
West.
I like this.
All right, and it's been a big day, man. It all started off this morning. Even DJ Wonder lived out a dream. He dreamt of being on TRL as a child.
And, same.
Same thing?
That was the craziest experience. It was like I grew up watching the show since I was like, in middle school. That was like the thing, That was, I don't know what the equivalent of that is for y'all that grew up in the 1950s or when were you?
Oh, wow. Shit.
But you guys Ed Sullivan or was it some sort of
That's how you know y'all
weird?
No, it was
black and white.
Lawrence Welk. It was Lawrence Welk.
Lourdes? Yeah, some shit. Yeah, we was in TRL.
Al Jolson, bro.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I actually worked at TRL. You watched me?
Right. No.
Don Cornelius.
Don Cornelius.
Soul
that was
Train.
probably
Soul Train was probably.
But you know what? But
Yo
I had Soul
MTV
Train
raps.
Yo MTV.
Yo MTV raps. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. Okay. Of course. The basement, all that.
Yeah.
But
Shout
for
out
some
to
reason,
Tigger.
in high school, TRL was like a big thing because there was like a lot of shit going on. Like you had the Pop, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and you had M.
Yeah.
That was breaking out, and then Dre, Snoop. Dre was coming with 2001. Like all these people was always gonna be there. Jay-Z and Beyonce. This is all like early
Jennifer
stages.
Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez, go to the window. What's up, yeah?
Mariah Carey, Lady Gaga.
Nigga, I went to the window. It was a through street now, nigga. Niggas getting cursed out. I was like, where the fans? They can't nobody. Yeah, just
Hey, but you had
it was dope. It's different vibe. I liked it.
Different
It's
2018,
grown.
man.
Yeah, it was grown.
You had a chance to live that moment out, and DJ Wonder had a chance to live out his childhood fantasy because he appeared on the show too. But this is what it sounded like this morning when we world premiered the video. At this stage, you and Dre have done so much together. and I know you learned so much from him. What do you think he's learned from you?
Just how to have fun and be open. You know, I think he's learned how to kind of just chill, let it go, breathe, flow, have fun with it, man.
Yeah.
And still take it serious and still make it A1 material, but and he has so much mutual respect and trust in my ear, and it's so humbling, man. Because I feel the same about him. So whenever we work, we both be like, I don't want to get in your way, I don't want to get in your way, and it's so dope. It's like we always come up with it's my best material. I feel like when I work with him.
That's Anderson Paak right there. You know you made it when you got the little hokey dokey soundtrack, the little music underneath your voice, right?
What was that?
Yeah, that's the MTV way, baby.
Wow.
Come on, man, make it up. You know the Sonics create the energy, right?
I like it.
Yeah, man. Did Dre watch? Did you get Dre to watch?
The video?
No, you on
Ontario? Nigga, ain't nobody up that early. I didn't even watch it. That shit came on at 6 a.m. I was like, did I miss it? I woke up, that shit was been gone.
8 to 9, Monday through Friday.
I'm glad somebody saw that shit.
Yeah, man. But congratulations on the video was.
You know what's dope? Because it's the edited version. So now I could play the whole video for my son, because that was the thing. I could only play it up to a certain part. Then I had to put my hand in front of the screen, and it was all bad. And then we got to edit it, you know. So it's like everybody can really get a chance to
see Bubblin.
You know what I'm saying? It's a fun version. Video, man. You know, it's so much fun.
You gonna hide it from the man who actually wrote, the young man that wrote the
Well, I just hide it when he's in front of his mama, but when we was alone, like, you see some little ass, you know. Ain't nobody getting you play more violent shit than that on all the time. I'll be hearing guns and all kinds of shit from the kitchen. What the hell is he playing? Somebody just got sound like assault rifles, and then you know, when they see the bodies shaking and stuff, then it's no. Yeah, it's like that's a real he's
beautiful. 7 years old though, right?
Yeah, he's 7. It's a bit much, you know, the filter, but it was funny because when we was the shot that I'm talking about was at Astro Burger in Inglewood, and we got like 30 strippers in there twerking, and then 2 kids, one was like my son's age and one's a little older, they rode by on bikes. Them niggas like hit puberty like right as soon as they seen that shit. They was like, what?
In Inglewood.
Right in Inglewood?
Crazy. Yeah. On La Brea, man.
So people don't know this about Adrian Miller. They just know him as an executive. He's a shaker and mover, man, but he's an MC too.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. Please stop.
Prove it.
Please stop.
When we had
it's too early for this.
When we had Ava DuVernay up here, you know, and all that information that I was expressing to Ava, I was there, but he was there. And he's the one really who got a lot of people at the Good Life, you know, hooked them up and helped set off their careers, right? I could say that, right?
That was a good time, yeah. Ava, I'm so glad for her success right now. You know, she's one of like, that was an era, you know?
Yeah.
Ahmad, The Far Side, Big Boy from the radio, Fuzzy, you know, everybody
Jackson 5?
Yeah, the Jackson 5.
Jackson 5, yes, no, Jurassic.
Yeah. Jurassic.
Shut the fuck up.
Jurassic
wasn't do this.
They wasn't really there. But
Jurassic 5?
Yeah.
Jurassic 5?
No.
At the Good Life?
It wasn't really.
Stop it.
They came a little
DJ.
Akil,
Cut Chemist,
Akil, and Soup. Yeah, but the whole, you know, Charlie and them came later.
I was later.
Yeah.
But
you made it to the Good Life?
It's like
absolutely not.
Levels
shit was
away from the life.
1970. What was it? Circa 79.
That
was 79.
He's killing us with the age.
That was circa 79. No,
he's like
y'all gotta be tight, man.
The youngsters. He's still a youngster.
Every era he's trying to make fun of is where he got his style from.
Exactly.
All right, so what are you talking
I try to tell him that.
Put it, man. I'm here,
man. Come on,
guys. This is y'all, the monster y'all created.
You think if he was how you think he would have held up against in the 70s and 80s? You think as a musician?
I think he, you know,
what
talent wise, young boy.
That's what they really would have preached. I wish
he would have been hanging out with Rick James. It'd have been a problem. Rick would have had a side homie.
First of all, it would have been a frenzy in this bitch. Like, it would have been so much.
You wouldn't have no shirt on.
I was in here yesterday. J Balvin was in here. Nigga was a frenzy. I was like, who the hell? The whole lobby had chairs.
Chest hairs popping for days.
I would have been the man. This nigga played drums, singing good.
Yeah, I think his music is timeless.
Yeah, but
yeah.
your drum playing, what makes your drumming so dope is because it's reminiscent of those times. But if they weren't, if you was there in that time, you couldn't, what would you have fed off of? Like, who are the greatest drummers in your opinion? Like that you admire?
Clyde Stubblefield, Chris Dave, Questlove.
Okay.
Even like people like Dave Grohl. Who else I like? Just Tayron Lockett. That's a new kid. That's super dope. Mike Mitchell. Oh, there's so many new kids that are just incredible with the drums right now. There's a girl called Pocket Queen that is super dope.
So if I put you and Travis Barker up against each other in a drumming battle,
What?
What's
going to happen?
Okay.
Shouts out to the OG, but I mean that's two different.
I have to put my money on my man.
Here's the thing is with drumming, it's like it ain't no battle. It's like you do your thing, I'll do mine. Like how you battle with drums, like you express the way you express. Like, I mean, I guess you could be like rhyming too, where it's like maybe your technical prowess is a little better, but. It's a certain language, like, I'm gonna speak on the drums that's only I got. So I'm not finna battle you, nigga. Like, that's not
gonna happen.
Hell nah. Okay. I don't even like playing drums like that much. I'm definitely not finna sweat up in here and like be on some nigga what? Like, just us. Women, no keys, no guitar, nigga, nothing. The fuck out of here. I did that so long.
You nice on the keys?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah,
what you nice on? What you nice on?
I'm nice with these hands, nigga. You got No, I'm not. I'm this. I can play little keys if I want to write music. I can definitely, do that stuff. But man, I've been working with my band for years now. T Nava on the keys, Kelsey on the bass, Jose Rios on the guitar, Vicky Wynn on the keys as well. Colin Connor, my DJ producer. Those dudes are they know what I want. And I could scream at them forever. No, do the thing, go up. Like, I could tell them, until I'm blue in the face and they get it, and that's how I work. And I don't really say I'm play anything really other than the drums, and I know how to really utilize a room full of musicians or whatever, producers, singers, whatever.
What about when you work with other, like you and Dre done a lot of work, but you work with other artists as well? Do you fall back and kind of follow there?
Sometimes. It just depends on the artist. Some artists, they like want you to help, but they still got to be in control and stuff, so you got to let them think like, yeah, you're in control, you're tight, yeah. Do it this way, okay? Yeah, and then like, but you just finesse it. Some of them are like open, like I'm your tool.
Who's open, like that you work with?
Man, the writers that work with Dre, people like Coco Sarai, I think she goes by. She's super dope in the Dre camp right now. Sonia Elise is someone that was on my last record that I work a lot with. She's incredible. We have
which last record, Malibu?
On Malibu, yeah. Okay. She was on the song Room in Here with Game.
Okay.
And she is just a real infectious, like she's from the East Coast too. So automatically when I worked with like almost only female writers on this new album. So I got to it was such a big growth experience for me. Yeah. Like it was so dope to be able to work with a lot of talented writers, female black writers, and just like the bond, like the
female
vibe.
Black writers.
Yeah, man.
You wanted to specify.
I had
that.
I had to because that's what they was always chocolate from the East Coast, and like they were just so talented. And it's a different. Sonia, Coco. Yeah. I'm just saying for this, it just so happened. I worked with white writers too and stuff, but it was these two in particular, and another one named Ashley, and they all chocolate. It's just I don't know why, but it was God was just like, no, nigga, you need this, and so it's just when we was writing, it was just like. Boom, like it was. Sometimes you needed more energy to show, remind you how dope you are. Same thing for them. Yeah. And so when you write, we was in a rhyme, we was just like going off, and just like how when I write with Dre. Yeah. But it was dope to write with them because it was a different perspective, and I felt like it was more elevated. Even when I could still talk my shit, but it was like. It was getting a little more elevated.
It was expanding, right?
Yeah.
Do Dre ever say, "Hey, man, would you stop working with so many people?"
Yeah, that was the first thing the nigga said. Don't fuck with none of these niggas.
Yeah.
Yes, that's all he says.
He's definitely selfish. He's like, let's keep this in house. Let's make sure that when he unleashed this Marvin Gaye on their ass, going to get unleashed properly.
Yeah.
He's serious about it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He said, what his exact words?
He like, you the Marvin Gaye of the shit. You the Curtis. You the nigga. Like, you the Stevie. You don't need to fuck with none of these niggas, man. Like, don't fuck with none of these niggas. But I'll be like, no, but he be like, don't fuck with that. Don't do no shows, nigga. Don't do that. I'm like, nigga, I gotta make some money. I got 2 kids, nigga. Like, can I do this shit with this? He dope. I like him. And so it's just like, finessing the balance. But honestly, it was like, that was the major thing that I think helped too with me, because it's just diverting your energy everywhere. Like, work on your shit, get your shit all the way tight so you can stand alone on that, you know? So before, you go out and just give yourself to everyone. There's also a time where you need to go inward and work on your stuff, and you don't need to chase nobody.
Every time I talk to A-Love, he in a different part of the world because y'all traveling and touring. But then, I might see this Apple commercial or something like that, pop up. Where does the most money come from for you? Is it touring? But when you get on a commercial like that pays well too?
Yes, handsomely. Tour, show.
It pays from the work. Most money comes from the most work.
Okay.
Period.
Break that down.
You know
Confucius.
all about that, huh?
Yeah,
Come on.
Go ahead.
You gotta think about the record business as all work, zero opportunity to play or mess up. You fumble in this game, you could be gone forever. So you just stay active. This guy is proactive. That's what I think Dre admires about him too, is the fact that he does get out there and get to working. But by the same token, it's like, hey man, we've been at this Aftermath thing for a couple of years. When we gonna go ahead and finish this? And so that's the balance. It's never about the money. I don't think this guy's ever really bothered me about bread. He's always like, let's go get that work.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the other thing Dre said too. Don't fucking do shit for the money. Don't ever do let that be the basis of your decision. Like, you're gonna make some big mistakes, and then even if you're getting good looks, they gonna see that you'll do it for the check, or like, so you got a price. So that people watching that shit too. So make sure everything you do is in line with what you really want to do. Like, later for the check. But to answer your question, the licensing stuff, the shows, the private shit, and when you got a wide range of music, the type of shows you get booked for is
crazy.
Is stupid.
What's a crazy private show you've had? By the way, Anderson Paak is here. Adrian Miller, he's here. Give me what
was the gig where oh man, there was so many.
I mean,
dude, my group, No Worries. I'm gonna cut you off.
Yeah.
Like, no worries.
No worries. Group.
With Knowledge.
With Knowledge. Yeah. Shout out to Knowledge. Nigga, we should be called No Rehearsals. Nigga.
Facts.
Knowledge is smacked 24 hours of the day. I'm on the road. I go whatever. And we say no to everything. We be getting the most crazy. We only done a handful of shows, and it was like something for Fendi in Rome on a rooftop. They put us in a crazy hotel. Nigga, everything was, the food, everything was crazy. Then we played Dubai, another crazy.
Moscow.
That was a Puma thing.
Yeah, you can't forget Moscow.
Moscow, Russia.
Yeah.
That was like the first gig.
What?
Yeah.
It's crazy shit.
And they knew No Worries? Like, they knew y'all
Yeah,
project?
there were these private things that would be before, like, one was for Boiler Room, one was for Fendi, one was for these different things. And yeah, there are these people, they got to curate, make it hit for whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
And they know we got the hot shit. So.
And that 6-figure gig, you ain't got to tell me your money, but I'm assuming that 6 figures move close to 7-figure gig.
Man, it's a beautiful thing.
You ain't got to say nothing. Because the last time I saw you in Knowledge, y'all were doing Fallon show.
Exactly.
When I saw y'all together. Yeah. And I was so impressed that Fallon was up on it, man.
Yeah.
Jimmy be up on it, bro.
Oh, absolutely. Look at his band. What the hell?
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah,
Tracy, go ahead.
I'm wondering, when it comes to receiving feedback, there's some artists who they'll bring in a bunch of girls, and that will kind of be their compass for if they're heading in the right direction. There's some people where they only care about maybe their manager's opinion. What is it for you?
All of the above. But for this album, it was having a lot of, I will say, like a party vibe, but not a party vibe, but I had like it be like this, I got, he come through, he got the beats, but he also brought 2 people with him that he didn't tell me that he was going to bring. So I'm tight, but they pretty, so fuck it, And then they come, he got the photographer, and then you come, maybe you a stylist, so I want you to hear the music vibe, then so on and so forth. So you got all these people in there, so it's like, man, I'm always trying to like, what's it called, crowdsource or whatever. You trying to see, without making it too corny, but I'm like seeing what's causing the same reactions, you know. And by having women, it's like, I mean, just depends on what kind of music you make, but that's even better because like a lot of women I feel like when they hear music, it's like it's not on no fake shit. Like it's not on some like fake dancing. Like when they really vibe into it, like it's like get into them, you know. So like I like to see if what songs have that in it, and also too like you know with your managers, with my band, you know I'm always playing stuff for them,
right?
And so they you know I've been rocking with them for years, so ain't nothing new under the sun with me. They're always like probably tired of my shit by now. So when they like something, it's like okay,
yeah,
they be thinking everything trash. So it's like I got one. If they even the band fuck with it, you know they'll that shit was hard. You did blah blah blah, you know, and I take that into account. Take what he think into account because he got a different perspective. You know, saying we're usually completely opposite. Like what? You think that is tight? But it'd be something, you know, that Dre fuck with, you know. So it's a lot of different filters and different like things I'm going through with this album, you know.
Yeah. I'd like to add, it's helpful when you got an artist that don't make whack records at all. Yeah. Everything comes out. I always try to tell whack though.
Oh man, so much garbage.
It's hard to say, man, because if I ran some old shit down to you, matter of fact, there's a guy who did a whole compilation of songs, put it out, and I had to scrap him off the list, but people were fucking with those records.
What, those unreleased projects?
I was like, who is this guy?
That's the one Kelly made you aware of the other day?
Yeah, no, I know about it.
I told a nigga about that shit months ago. I was like, look at this, niggas is making their own tapes.
But those songs...
And that shit is on Spotify, like legit. I'm like, nigga, who
they think money from that
album? Exactly.
Nobody now. Nobody.
People could take your unreleased stuff, leaked stuff, and put out and make money off of you.
Whoa!
If you don't catch it,
they will do it. Yeah.
When you was doing songs for $1,500 for the hooks, yes, nigga.
Oh,
exactly.
I see what you mean. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When niggas we was trying to make something happen. And it's like, well, this nigga want to pay you $2,000 for a verse.
Yeah, so you do it.
Did it.
And then now they releasing that music.
Did 4 or 5 of them shits all over the place.
And then they releasing it.
4 years later, nigga,
you just
I look on Twitter like, nigga.
You got to calculate. You got to calculate a little bit. You know, but at the end of the day, you really want to work.
He's steaming.
You got to work.
You got to do
it. It can happen.
Hey, well, back to Dre. So you work with Christina Aguilera, right?
Yes.
On her project. Yeah, Xtina.
Uh-huh.
Did Dre say, man, stop working with her? You the Marvin Gaye of this?
Oh, my God. I don't tell Dre everything. I just go, right? And then I just go. Because and Dre know this, like, honestly, I like, if I feel up for it and I want to record, I just do it. Like, if I feel it. And sometimes it's like, I love going to sessions to just meet people and chop it up with them, especially the older people that have been in the game, like Christina, you know. She was like, pull up, you know, and come to the studio, come to the big ass mansion and shit. I'm like, hell yeah, this shit about to be fun. I'm about to, you know, like this. This is stripped, you know, this is dirty, you know, like all that shit. Yeah. I'm like, well, I'm just definitely about to pull up just to meet, you know, just to like see what's up, talk, you know, like Dallas Austin, she didn't work with like everybody, you know, so it's fun, like those opportunities, and then right when I get there, I meet the dopest writer, Taylor Parks, who ended up writing on my project. We got crazy material, and she's someone I'm always gonna want to like work with. So that was off tops. I already gained that connection from just showing up, not even thinking about working or nothing. So you know, and then we get there and we vibe out. So I just record, do the shit, and then when it comes back to him, you know, and it gets to Dre, then Dre will be like yay or nay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So look at Adrian. Every time you look stressed out.
Yeah, because Dre, he doesn't want nothing right now. He just wants to, you know. But that's the thing that we just had to balance, because I still like to go and have experiences and record and write, and I need that for my music too. So.
Go ahead, DB. I know you've been wanting to ask him something.
I just want to, because going back to what you're saying now, what Tracy asked about, like having a vibe in the studio with different people around you and being surrounded by opinions from different people, it made me think about Prince when he did his debut album. He, you know, produced, arranged, composed, and performed all the instruments. So he was probably locked in there by himself, just doing everything. Do you think you could make an album like that where it's just you, no outside influence, and just hammer out like an album where you just do all the instruments and everything?
I've done an album like that. It was right before I switched over to Anderson Paak, and no one ever talks about that album.
The Volume 1? So
no, it was after that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was I
was
like, no, I don't need none of you niggas. I'm just gonna be in the room making beats. I got Ableton, nigga. I know how to make beats, nigga. I know how to play. I wasn't doing nothing. It was just me. That shit was boring, man. It was cool. I had some joints out of there.
Definitely some
but
moments.
even the best joints were when I was working with a producer like on that one too. You know, it was like I like the energy of you know, the conversation, you know, working with people at this point. This is like, maybe this is my until this shit pop off. It's like always your debut, it seems like. But honestly, this is like the 9th time I've done an album.
you put out
you know, this process.
Yeah.
And at this point, hell no, I will. Yes, bro, you're dope. Yeah, let's work on some shit. You know, and sometimes yes, I just it's just me. You know, and when I got a real strong idea of what I want, I just needed to be me sometimes and really get it in. But honestly, it's always essentially produced by me. Like every producer that's worked with me, every musician, they know once the song gets to me.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, it's different. It's a Anderson Paak, you know, thing. You know, so whether I did the beat or I'm just working with the instrumentalists, I'm in there, very hands on with every single part of it.
So what happens with OBE? Because you guys got the Free Nationals project coming, right? Or what project, right?
Yes.
And what other artists do y'all have?
So we got the Free Nationals. That's what we was partly out here mastering their project.
Okay.
It's an incredible project. Yeah. Shouts out to the Free Nats. We have Kadia Bonet. She's super dope. She has some material out right now. Like, she's just an amazing producer, arranger, string arranger, vocalist, and just has a music that's just like, it just cuts through everything. Nothing's like it. And I think that's where we at right now. We're working on a few more.
OBE is your entertainment company?
Outer Body Experience,
right?
Yes.
That's what y'all say. It's an overall encompassing entertainment company. Is a label? What would it be?
We're just there for the source of art. You know, I've always been a big on collecting art and being around curating. So when he said OBE, I was like, this is a natural fit.
Yeah.
It made a lot of sense.
We want to push the culture, Sway.
Okay, I've never heard that before.
You never? That's the most play shit.
Yeah, man. I don't even like saying culture.
Yeah.
Can you give us people some insight of some folks you work with behind the scene, Adrian, that have gone off to do great things?
You.
Oh shit! Damn. There it is. There it is.
I'm proud of that.
All right.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's a bar.
Damn it.
You and Tech.
Damn. All right.
You
yeah.
and Tech,
Okay.
man. Y'all did a lot for the culture of radio. But when you talk about people behind the scenes, you know, I enjoy both sides.
Yeah.
You know, working with people like Flo Rida. You know, success stories. Demetrius Shipp Jr., who plays Tupac. I still represent him to this day. So it's acting. It's all encompassing. You know,
What about Farside?
definitely the Far Side.
The Far
You know,
Side. Yeah.
My brothers, man, I can't be mad at them.
Yeah.
I just stay working. I never really want to stop working with people that I'm inspired by. So I'm in a business relationship with Mike Ross right now from Delicious Vinyl. We did the little Delicious Vinyl Island thing.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Delicious Vinyl had Tone Loc,
Tone Loc, Young MC, still got him actually. Technically, he still got that catalog.
Jeff.
Jeff
was on
Brand
there.
New Heavies.
Yeah.
Far Side.
Yeah.
You know, we were ushering in a new era of artists in when we took the Far Side over, my cousin and I.
Lamar.
Yeah, L Mac.
Yeah.
And-
I always tell a story of how when I first came to LA, y'all let me sleep on your floor. Thanks.
Oh, wow.
We only had a floor though.
That you only had a floor, but we didn't really we knew each other, but we kind of didn't, we didn't know. Well, you letting them
Yeah, you know, but that was the era too,
Yeah.
where we all had to match par. Everybody had to come together. It was the Gavin Conference.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't have rappers in the same cities not really fucking with each other. If they got in a room, like I sat in a room with Biggie and Nas, man.
Yeah.
And we just smoked L's all night and watched them freestyle back and forth, and they became really close friends that day.
That day.
Yeah, and
Wow.
it was crazy too because I became close friends with my buddies from New York, like Matty C and Reef and all the Mind Squad at the Source. So that was a real thing of playing off of one another and learning more about what was happening out here versus LA.
Yeah.
And so as we were just educating each other, we were all growing up and nobody cared about the money that was being made in hip hop. But, you know, we looked up and everybody's 30 plus years old and there's billionaires in the scene and it's like, what? How the hell that happened?
What just happened?
Yeah.
Right?
Did we miss something?
Yeah. We was too busy smoking L's and freestyling.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Tracy.
What was the toughest business lesson you had to learn? Like something at the time was a fall, but then later on in hindsight, you realized what the lesson was?
I say to everybody the same thing. It's perseverance, it's effort and energy. It's remain optimistic. There's nothing going to go your way in life, yet alone in business. So, you know, my dear friend and also co-worker over here, Jilly, she's working with us on this project. She worked for a guy that I've worked for named Benny Medina. Benny said, look, I'm going to give you the deal of the century, but if it don't work out, there's no golden parachutes here, Adrian. Stay close to the talent. He gave me that advice, and, you know, I stuck with that from day one after that. I was just like, okay, I'm going to rock with talent. If I don't personally have it, I'm going to look for people who are so much more talented than myself, and that's what I did. When I was locating him with my bro, God rest his soul, Dominic Trenier. Forgive me. I just said I spaced when I said his name. Yeah. Because he's in effect.
Yeah.
But Dom, he really put it out there for like starting your own business and being about that. Like when he had D'Angelo and Chiba, I look at OBE as, you know, that's how we rock. You know, like so we the new era of that. But just never stop doing what you're doing, like in your business.
Right.
Don't do that.
Show Jilly for me. Put Jilly on camera. She probably don't want to do this right there.
She look cute.
Okay.
She got her white on.
Good.
Everybody wore white today but me.
Hi, Jilly. Okay. Jilly and I go way back too, huh, Jilly? You can say it. They can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell them how we met.
I was the intern trying to get on, and so he gave me a chance with an artist that he had named Alicia. What was her name?
James.
Alicia James.
Yeah. And there you.
Me to work her project in the 90s.
Yeah, and look at her now. Shit, damn, Jelly done blew up. It's hard. You never see her without shades. It's like morning time. I don't even get it. And we're inside with light in the room. You know what I mean? Damn, like, you know, shit, Jelly's
future's bright.
Yeah. Hey, man, you still rap?
Man, I might rap a taste.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45.
Hey.
Anderson Paak is here. DJ Wonder, drop a beat on him.
1, 2, 3, 4, get it.
Yeah, Sway in the morning. This is how we doing it, man. That Bubblin video came out today on MTV. It's a world premiere.
Yeah.
Tell It's Over is out right now. Anderson Paak is here. What you gonna do with this, Anderson?
Can you turn the beat up a little bit?
Let's turn the beat up for him.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, get it.
10 P's in the rental truck. Sending flowers in the Marriott with little cuz. Send them off to Arizona, help them build a buzz. This in the back with triple the profit, help them split it up. Look, 10 years been a minute. I was somewhere between giving up and doing a sentence. God, if you exist and help my mama get acquitted. If they plotting, then help me see it before they get the drop on me. Probably could have been a doctor, I'm fond of optometry. My vision was like Martin Luther on the mountain peak. Valley lows, I left home for more salary. Smuggled O's across border patrol. Casually took notes, then took control of it manually. Hand in hand till it's white sands on the canopy. Now follow me. I'm too old to act childishly, but every now and then I park the Beamer in the gallery. Show off the paint for spectators and the faculty. Same old niggas that said they proud of me. Same old niggas that proudly doubted me.
I like that. Effortless. You saw that? Was nothing for him, huh?
That's a good beat. Good
That's
stuff.
a good beat.
And
Yeah.
you make no
Beat.
excuses.
Yeah, that's your best verse?
That's it. That's it. I ain't gonna give you this nigga. I'm finna be sitting 60. That was earlier, nigga. Fuck that, nigga.
Yeah, I used to bully these motherfuckers.
bruh.
Yeah, he tough now, huh? Yeah,
I'm
okay.
done.
One verse kid.
That's it. Get they out and bubbling. Y'all it's out. His book is coming.
Okay.
How to Get Waves. And your shit.
Don't worry. Don't never worry. I'll be there with that book.
Oh man, hey man, I love
Poppy,
you.
I got the waves, Poppy. I got the waves, Poppy.
Yo, Andrew, what up? Andrew in Canada. What up? Say hello to Anderson Paak.
How you guys doing, man?
Doing all right, man. Go ahead, man.
Anderson Paak, man. I love it. I absolutely love everything you're coming out with, man. I'm just glad to be speaking to you right now, man. Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about. See, it sounds like a white fan. Are you white? European descent?
I'm white.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. No, but see, look, I appreciate the support, man, because, see, we got fans all over the place, and I'll be tripping out, like, the range of fans I got.
Did he hear you from the West
No,
Coast?
not unfortunately.
No,
he did. Oh, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, great. Nah, man, he's from Canada. Thank you, Andrew.
Talking about, see, we big in Canada.
Yeah, man, but you've been all around the world now.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
White, brown, black.
I remember you used to wear the same T-shirt every day.
Every day. That's how you know you working.
Yeah. How do you learn now? Because you're making money at a higher rate. Did you take courses, or how you learn to manage? I know Adrian's really good with money, but how you learn how to manage?
Man, my team, honestly, you know, Adrian, I put a lot of trust in my team, honestly. So if you see me on the front page, I went crazy. That's cuz, nigga, I would trust my team, you know. Shout out to Carrie Lynn. And shout out to Adrian for linking me with the right people to, you know, help me really. Because honestly, proof is in the pudding with this money shit. Everybody talking about their money, but then they don't, their mama don't got a house. You see them, they don't got no web. They don't really got nothing. But they got all the clothes and all the shit, but like, what you really got, nigga? So, you know, I got 3 properties. I ain't got no radio tracks, nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is just like from the little money I did make and how to spread it out, you know.
Nice.
And they put me onto that. And then even with like the charities, my PaakHouse Foundation, all that stuff, how to really, you know, my mind wasn't really, I was always trying to get on. I need my piece, you know. So just expanding my head on that too. So now we got the foundation that's going up every year, and that's like been a whole.
What kind of work y'all done with the PaakHouse Foundation?
So we do. Last year was our first, you know, coming out party with it, but we do. We did an event in MacArthur Park, and it's just something that we do, something special for the low income families and the less fortunate families that don't always get something special for them. So we did a free concert at the park, and we did backpacks, food, and haircuts, free haircuts, food, everything. You know, we people register, the people that make it a certain under a certain you know pay grade or whatever, they get everything. Yeah. And then even if you just show up, you get everything. And we had Isaiah Rashad come out, Janae Aiko,
Talib Kweli,
Raphael Sadiq.
It was a show. Anderson Paak.
Masego. I did, you know.
Masego?
Oh, wow.
Yo.
Yes.
Yo, this kid Masego?
He's a problem.
What's going on with him? Y'all need to get him on OBE. Y'all need to
put
get
him on early.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
He good.
What happened?
We're going to wait till he gain a little weight, get a little skinny, and then you're going to get
really like him.
Yeah, Masego's the shit. Shout out to Masego. Yeah,
there's a lot of
honestly,
where's Masego from?
He hit my phone all the time, I think, from
That's a good question.
East Coast.
Yeah, I thought he was from out here.
East Coast, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a beast.
But yeah, it was a good show. The PaakHouse, man, you gotta like.
Yeah, so we're gonna do it every year. We do it every year, and we're doing, you know, we're gonna have the fundraisers, so you can come and dump that big old TRL check on us, and everybody can give the
TRL
blessings.
check.
Yes, we need your 10%.
I'll give
Your
you
tithes to the storehouse.
Give you my TRL presents.
Oh my God!
Wow, Callaway.
You should be happy I even showed up to this.
Did you really let it change you? The money has changed you, Slay.
Ain't no TRL check yet. She's been on 3 weeks.
They need time to,
Congratulations on TRL.
They gotta get you in the
That's a big move for you, Sway.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You've been making big moves.
This is a big move, man.
Stay inspiring, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
thank you, man. You know, it's interesting. Cece pointed this out. She said, you know what? You've been at MTV 18 years.
I told you that shit too.
Yeah,
you
said
always
that
had
shit.
a show since I was 10 years old.
Yeah, so
had something and the best stuff.
Thank you, man. I try to keep the quality up, and so coming full circle. This time it's for the fun.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like whatever the
you look like you having a good time too.
Oh man, I'm chilling.
You running shit
because I came in the boot camp I went in 2000 with the news team and Kurt Loder and Suchin Paak and all of what I learned then. As to me was we were being taught at an elite rate, you know, some of the information we've had. So it's easy now for me. So I'm just having fun. Who knows how long these things last? It's TV. But while we're here, you see, I got my family on Anderson Paak.
That's how I live life.
You know, we got August Green coming on soon. You know, Cam and Jim Jones said they're gonna come on. I'm getting all my family up on there, and let's just have some fun and rock out. Rachel's on the line from Tennessee. What up, Rachel?
Hey, Rachel.
Hey, y'all. How are you this morning?
Good. Right. Say hello to. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Hey, Anderson. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm blown away that I'm actually talking to you guys. But first of all, Sway in the Morning Crew, you guys are amazing, inspirational every single day. But Anderson, I just have to say, I got to see you perform in Atlanta last year with J. Cole, and you were phenomenal. So just thank you for doing what you do and continuing to put out good quality music in a generation that we don't get to hear that very often. So thank you.
Thank you. That was beautiful. That was a good show. I remember that show. My mama was at that show.
Yeah.
Yep.
What'd she say?
She was like, Brandon, you tore that shit down. They were, and it was the arena tour.
Yeah.
And man, by that point we was good because that was a man. I learned a lot on that tour.
Yeah.
How to get the show right, and then the Bruno and J. Cole run. That was, man. You think you got a show, and then arenas, then you need a completely different show. You need to figure that out.
Yeah.
By the time we got to Atlanta, we had to figure it out. Thank God.
Yeah, Bruno is a beast. Oh my gosh, man! I've seen that dude overseas in different places. It's different.
It's different,
right?
Yeah, it's because he's so small. That's all that talent. I'm telling you. I told him the same shit. You such a size, your stature.
Yeah.
All that talent is just the Prince. All them niggas. It's just compacted, all in that little shell. So they can't help it. The little nigga just. The nigga, man. Yeah, he crazy, man. That was probably the funnest tour I've ever been a part of, man.
You ever work with Lenny Kravitz?
Not yet. But that's funny you say that because I got a little something. We got a little something.
Okay.
Fuck it. Let the blogs go crazy.
Man, let's go, man.
Let the blogs go crazy.
You and Lenny Kravitz.
Go crazy.
I can see that.
Why not?
Oh yeah. No, that's gonna happen, man. We're gonna do something special, man. Shout out to Lenny with his cool ass.
Man, if you and Lenny did an album like how you had the No Worries album, just down the line though. But shit,
that's a problem.
First, I'm gonna get that nigga to write me like a nutritional plan or some shit. You seen the show?
I've seen him.
Bruh,
yeah.
I saw him recently, bro. It's ridiculous.
Lenny looks good, man.
Crazy,
and all
bro.
my masculinity, I just want to say that's a good
salute,
dude.
bro.
That's a good looking man.
Them niggas, they work hard, and man, Dre, all of them niggas look.
Dre,
they
Lenny
crazy,
Kravitz,
man. They work.
Yeah.
Raphael
work out
Sadiq,
like crazy.
Ray, my brother
Holding
Ray,
together.
Yeah.
Raphael, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man, looking awesome, man. Taking care of themselves.
That's right.
Mentally and spiritually. They probably shower with filters on it. You know what I mean?
Alkaline shower. Alkaline shower.
Yeah.
Lenny got an island. I don't doubt that.
Essentia shower.
Yeah, Essentia. All right, Trouble in South Carolina. Go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all go. Go ahead, Trouble.
Hey, T.
Yo, what's good with y'all, man?
What's happening? What you want to say?
Man, shout outs to the whole Sway team, first of all. You know what I'm saying? I got to show y'all love, first of all.
Thank
you know what I mean? And I just want to highlight the boy Anderson Paak. You know what I'm saying? I was just listening to that freestyle. Bruh. Bars, my man. You feel me? Like, and the only reason I say that because you just don't hear type music like that no more. You know what I mean? You don't hear people with that raw and that grittiness, that hunger and they voice passionate. Everybody be on them trends, and I just appreciate what Young Boy doing. I'm definitely a fan. I just added you on the gram. Your gram looking crazy with all these portraits and stuff. I just want to let you know that shit crazy.
Got the best gram, bro. Thank you, man. Shout out to Simone.
Crazy gram, my G. I'm looking at it right now. That shit is crazy how you got that joint set up, my G. But yo, man, keep doing your thing, and you got another fan, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, buy the single. Damn, shit.
Damn, Sway.
You remember when I first came on the show? First time.
Yeah.
And you fuck.
What up?
Remember y'all played me? This nigga, you say you gonna go to Sway, man, gonna interview this snap, blah, blah, blah. You gonna be cool, man. That's my homie. This nigga got me on the show and did the fucking, is it gas or trash, hit or miss thing?
Oh, yeah, I did.
I didn't even know.
No. It was put him in a game and sit him on the
Yeah,
bench.
it was way different. Niggas was calling up here talking way different to me.
Yeah, it was shit.
It worked out.
What track was that we played?
It was 2 tracks of drugs and Miss Right.
Yeah.
That was so
Wow.
hilarious.
And it's funny, drugs did so well. And I remember Adrian first was pushing drugs on me, and I was like, I was picking something else, right?
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah,
Every time,
and I was like, drugs, Adrian? And I called Tech, Adrian making me play drugs.
gassed. It was playing that for Dre.
Yeah, you remember that?
I remember. Yeah, I said it sounded like, I was like, man, it sounds like he's like trying to have a foreign accent or something. I don't get the song.
Yeah.
It took like a couple months for it to kick in.
Yeah.
Until now I fully understand it.
Now we hear, we be like, yo, play that drugs.
Again.
Yeah, that's a crack. Hey, John, what up? John in St. Louis. What up, John?
Johnny boy.
What up? How y'all doing? Big fan of the show.
Thank you.
Man, shout out to Anderson Paak. And real talk, I think the first time I actually peeped game was, I think you were on the BET Awards. And you know how they had like the new artists that come out, they haven't played
on stage before the commercial hit. Man, when I say I jumped off the couch, I was like, man, this is the shit. My wife looking at me like, Nick, will you sit your ass down? I say, no, you have no ear for music. What is wrong with you? It's the shit. And then my grandmother saw you, I think it was on like Ellen DeGeneres, I think, and you played live on that. She's like, John, somebody playing just like you on the drums, baby. Come here and look at this. I'm sitting here trying to fix her damn cabinet or some shit. I'm like, yo, that's the dude from the BET or the Paak. She like, what is his last name first? Don't worry about it, Grandma. You ain't got nothing to worry about. He's dope. Be like, he's dope. Don't even trip. But man, shout out to you all. Anderson Paak, keep doing your thing, man. I'm a big fan, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Love, man. Why his last name first?
Hilarious.
Yo, Ellen, huh?
Yeah, shouts out to Ellen, the big homie.
Huge supporter.
Is she really?
Oh,
That's
my God.
great, man.
She's always calling like, is he available for my birthday party, homies?
Whatever you want to do.
You have to do all that.
Did you do that yet? The birthday party?
No, not yet. What was that called?
You was in Europe. You were on tour.
Should be coming around again.
Yeah, she had one every year.
Right. Let me pull up, nigga.
Since I'm a part of OBE, I guess y'all let me know too.
I'm gonna get a +1.
Okay, all right, I'm good.
You know what it
Stevie
is.
Wonder too. Have you know?
Stevie.
Y'all been jamming?
Something like it. You nigga better return my phone calls.
You better hit him on text, boy.
That's right.
Text him.
Stupid.
It's not a joke, man.
No, you can text.
It's not a joke.
Right.
Like Stevie will tell you straight up, like text me late.
Yeah, y'all crazy.
Adrian, get my number so he can text me.
Right. No, Stevie always be doing that. He be late. I wasn't watching the clock. He be always. He the best. He the best for those.
But he really does text.
He says it.
I got text messages from Stevie.
Show me a text message
I don't know
from
if I
Stevie.
can show you a text.
I'm not gonna read it online.
Yeah,
I mean, read it on air, brother.
But I could definitely.
And like, what does it look like?
Stevie, man. You'll see Stevie pull up. You'll never know when he pull up.
Does he text fast?
Yes.
Really?
If he hits you, he gonna hit you.
So
back.
what they got
No,
the Braille keyboard?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has it's voice activated. So he's sitting there like, you know, Stevie is A-Love, holla at your boy. He's like, I got you. See, I got your text. And I was like, well, you ain't hit me back like you usually do. So.
You been getting dissed by Stevie Wonder. That's an honor, dog. Round of applause. You come a long way, A-Love. You come a long way because you've been dissed by a lot of people, but this one is an honor. Anderson, love you, family. Proud of you, man. You enjoyed it, man. Come on, you already know, man.
Thank you, guys.
You already know, man. Adrian, you already know what it is, too. You family, OBE for life. Got the team right here, too, man. Why y'all never shout out the whole team, man?
Chef Doug.
Shout out to Big Shet.
Why dudes be like, just like Muggs, Inglewood Muggs? They never want the shout out, or what's that about?
Right.
Now let it go. Okay, Jilly, look at Jilly over there.
Shouts out the team.
Oh, she took the shades off. Get her with the shades off. Hold up. Oh,
Jilly,
right.
CC, Israel, free
Okay,
now.
we're gonna end the show with either Bubblin or Tell Us Over. Which one you think?
Let's do Bubblin.
Let's do Bubblin.
Yeah.
All right.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.